All right, welcome back. So let's get into this. Some real serious, deep issue right here. All right, so the problem that I've analyzed today, as I sat down and reflected, is sugar and salt. Most people think their biggest nutrition problem is calories or carbohydrates, but the real issue is sugar and sodium intake, and it's through the roof. And most people don't even realize it. That's why these two ingredients are called the silent killers, because they create the diseases that kill you silently. And let's make this be aware right here. So the recommended daily sugar intake is 36 grams per day for men and 25 grams per day for women, according to the American Heart Association. To put that into perspective, one soda can contain 40 plus grams of sugar or more, meaning one drink alone can exceed your daily limit. The average American consumes about 70 to 80 grams of added sugar daily, which is 2 to 3 times the recommended amount. So too much sugar can lead to fat gain, insulin resistance, higher risk of type 2 diabetes, and increased risk of heart disease. Now, this would also include fruit smoothies, juice, Gatorades with sugar in it, even though I get it. If you're active, you can maybe drink that for some people who are in shape, but there is a zero sugar option as well. But a lot of these drinks have loads of amounts of sugar in it. And most of us, we didn't even know how much the daily amount of sugar intake was for us. So we just, drink what is comfortable because that's what we're used to doing. And so you never really recognize, how much you're intaking until you get a disease. And that's very unfortunate because nobody is putting this across the TV screen or social media to say, hey, you're drinking too much sugar, or you're eating too much sugar, or you're drinking too much salt, or you're eating too much salt. And it only comes from one place, processed food, which will include fast food in it as well. So most times this is not coming from your home, unless it's some packaged garbage food that you get in a grocery store that has no nutrients in it at all. Like, it's not beneficial. It's just a bunch of crap that people put together and sold. So anyway, let's moving on. So let's go to salt. Let's talk about salt. The recommended daily sodium or salt intake, according to the WHO, which is the World Health Organization, and the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, which we don't trust them. The recommended limit is 2,300 milligrams of sodium per day. The ideal intake for many adults is around 1,500 milligrams, but the average American consumes about 3,400 milligrams daily. That's almost 50% more than recommended, and it could be actually higher than that because people who eat fast food for their major 3 meals per day are definitely consuming more than 3,400 milligrams. I can tell you that off rip. So too much sodium can lead to high blood pressure, water retention, and an increased risk of stroke and heart disease. So where's it really coming from? The crazy part is most of this isn't coming from the sugar bowl or the salt shaker, like I just mentioned earlier. It's coming from fast food, sauces and dressings, packaged snacks, bread, frozen meals, and sports drinks. That's the truth of the matter. So the real takeaway here is if you want to improve your health and body composition, it's not just about cutting calories. It's about controlling the hidden ingredients in your food, because when sugar and sodium stay high, blood pressure goes up, fat storage increases, energy crashes harder, and over time, your health pays the price. And that's real talk.